hard enough, I won't get to stay. And I feel the distance, I don't know. Saving moments as you grow. I've seen a few choices that you've made. So now you shouldn't be afraid. So go and chase your dreams and don't let go. You made a fire, just let it show. Oh,
Not gonna lie, chat. I think my head is still spinning from last night. That was a full-on day. And I'm back here for more. Hey, good morning, everybody. You are gaming with the T-Monster. I am the T-Monster. And yeah, I've got to watch that trailer there, Jedi. It is it's I heard that The Expanse, the recent trailer of The Expanse just dropped. Yesterday I was pretty busy. For those of you who don't know, I was doing a charity stream for the good people at Able Gamers. Able Gamers is a group that they create different accessories, and they also advocate and talk to game developers on making their games more accessible to people with various challenges. Challenges being like, missing limbs or don't worry though, Jedi, you'll get a chance. But yesterday we were celebrating, we being me and Steve Saylor, we were celebrating the 2-year anniversary of Blind Leads the Blind. And we said, you know what, let's go and let's make it a charity stream for Able Gamers, because that was what we did the first year. The first year we did we were going to do a month-long charity stream celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Blind Leads the Blind, and the goal was to get $500 in a month. Well, we wound up getting $5,000 in the first week because we were kicked by Markiplier and the Kid Club. Hold that thought for a second. But last night we said, let's just do a real quick half-day stream, and let's see if we can raise $500 in 12 hours. Just over 9 hours, we raised $600. So you know what? That's a win. That's a major win in my book. It was a really good night. It was a really, really good night on the stream, and now I'm here for some Last of Us. Now, for those of you who are new to the stream, for those of you who found me from last night and are coming back for this morning, just want to give you a quick heads up. We're in subs only chat right now because of security reasons. I'm trying to stay spoiler free for this game, and I realize that the further you get out, the harder that becomes. Also, I know that there have been some people who have literally, because they wanted to quote unquote show protest against this game, have gone into other people's streams and spoiled the ending. So I'm gonna do subs only until I'm done with this game. Now, I mentioned Markiplier and the Kid Club. So the night that we were doing our 1-year anniversary, there are zombies in this game. Yeah, thank you. Okay. That is informative. That is informative, to be honest with you. Well, but I mentioned Markiplier earlier. Markiplier's Kid Club was doing a reverse charity stream that night. and when they came to our modest feed, they basically gave us a huge kicking, and we wanted to raise $500 for Able Gamers. We raised $5,000, over $5,000, and I shaved my beard. So that all happened with the Kid Club. So Saturday we are doing another charity stream. This one's gonna go. Well, unless we really knock it out of the park, this one is going to go all day. It's going to start at 2 p.m. and it's going to go to probably midnight. 10-hour stream. I'm going to try to raise $500 for No Kid Hungry, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of getting kicked by Markiplier and the Kid Club. And that's a big deal for me because they really did up my game as a streamer. They are the reason I have so many followers. They are the reason I found out what it's like to have subs in the triple digits. Yeah, I know, right, Jedi? That was a year ago. And it doesn't feel like it. Everything feels, well, depending on your perspective, everything feels either a lot longer or a lot shorter. But that was a year ago. It was a year ago that I met the Kid Club. And I wanted to do something special last week, but I also wanted to hype it up a little bit. And the big hype for the Kid Club. Woo! Hello. There you go. And the big hype, yeah, I know. A lot of people have been saying that. That's how I found you. I'm like, yeah, I know. So one of the big things that we're doing for the Kick Club anniversary special, one, we're raising money for No Kid Hungry, and two, we're giving this away. This is a BCD1 MXL dynamic microphone. I use one of these in the studio, and this is going to be the big giveaway on that night. But last night was just a really good night, and yeah, I'm gonna try doing that again on Saturday. Should be fun. I'm gonna also give away some books, and just chill and have a good time and raise money for No Kid Hungry. We'll see how we go. I'm a little discombobulated though from last night, because last night we gave away an MXL 990, and the MXL 990 is very similar to this microphone. And the person who won it actually gave it to a regular in the stream, someone else who found me from Kick Club, a young lady who goes by the name Don't Panic, and he gave it to her because he knew, one, he couldn't do anything with it, and two, she wanted it really badly. And it just kind of brought home the generosity of the stream. And I was thinking, you know what? I need to just have a nice, relaxing morning. And I'm about to play this game. Oh, but before I do, one thing I should do before I forget, I need to disable the automatic charity. That's what that way nobody. Yeah, I know, right? And I figured out something about this game. The clickers, the bloaters, all those folks, they are scary enough. But the ones that scare me the most in this game are the humans. And I think that was by design. That is by design. It's one of the it's the Walking Dead approach, right? The Walking Dead approach is, when it first came out, people are like, "Oh, The Walking Dead. Those are the zombies. That's why it's called The Walking Dead." And then, as you get deeper into the show, you realize The Walking Dead is in fact the survivors, and it was an interesting play on words. But this game, it's roughly the same thing. This game has, this game's got some scary characters in it, but I think the scariest ones are the humans. And right now, I'm about to confront the humans. So here we go. And I think I got a spoiler as to what a friend of mine was playing Last of Us, and I tend to forget that people play this game in longer spurts than I do. And he was playing Abby. He said it was Abby Day 2. I was like, okay. So I popped into his stream to see what it was, and I did not recognize the map at all. I'm like, oh wait, Scythe. In fact, that's who it was. Really good guy by the name of Scythe. He was playing it yesterday. Let's see if this is. Oh, it wasn't. He was playing Madden NFL. I'm trying to remember who I was watching then. I was, hey, but you can also take a look at Scythe. He does good stuff. But yeah, whoever I was watching yesterday, they were playing Abby, but on a map that I did not recognize. So I was like, okay, all right. And again, they were going up against. He wasn't fighting necessarily clickers or bloaters. He was dealing with people. So. No, you did not. Am I trying to go unseen? If I die here, I apologize, chat. I feel like I should be going unseen here. I don't know why.
Got someone in the water! Trespasser?
I'm a wolf! Don't shoot! It's me! It's Abby!
Abby? It's Abby, shit! She alone? Open the gate!
Is that all it takes? Just to say I'm a wolf? Need to work on that security there, boys. Well, that's actually a pretty decent setup.
Hey guys,
Jesus, you swim here?
the boat got fucked. I need to grab some medical supplies. I'm doing a thing for Isaac.
We're moving all these assets to Isaac. What does he need?
I can't talk about it. It's something away from the fob.
Well, everything's getting moved out and packed up. Take a look, see if anyone's got what you need.
Hey, is Nora around? Yesterday she said she was shipping out here.
Just left the last transport, but she'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
How are they still getting new recruits?
Maybe they're brainwashing all the trespassers that enter the city.
What you got there?
Splints, tongue depressors, bedpans.
Is there anything surgical?
Saw some stuff like that inside a while back.
Thanks.
A lot of high grass. In case somebody... Ugh. In case somebody needs to... In case anybody needs to crawl.
Last boat is now away. I repeat, last boat is now away. ETA on the next one. Over.
Feels a little yeah, I know, stabby stab stab stab. Feels a little unsettling when you think about it, you know? I mean, I spent all this time, you know, going through these different encampments looking for... Oh, wait a minute. No. No, I didn't... No. This is it's a similar setup. It's a similar setup, but, for a second I thought I came through here. I thought I came through here with, I mean, did I? Hang on a minute. I want to say I came through here at one time with, I did. I came through here as, I came through here as, as L. I did so. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I remember coming through here as L because I remember that's freaky, isn't it? Because I remember this, I remember all this high grass. I remember this ambulance. I remember that tent. I work, you know, like I said, Poop. I feel
Lucky Scars will find him first.
Fucking traitor. Hi guys.
Oh, Abby, did you hear about Danny?
I heard rumors.
and everybody's
Hope
eating
you're not
burritos.
spoiling
I
them.
love that.
No, we're not.
Good. Keep it that way.
I love how everybody's eating burritos.
What's wrong with you talking to her about that?
So anyway, I'm good, Poop. I'm a little tired from last night. I had a really good charity stream last night, and but I'm a little
You still
tired.
clearing this place?
Yep, one floor at a time.
Still got supplies in there?
Oh, for sure. Lots of floors we still need to hit.
Ugh. Well, good luck.
Okay. But it's been but it was a good day yesterday.
Hey.
Abby, They got you out here too?
Yeah, what a haul. I need some medical supplies. Can you put me where I'm supposed to
Abby, just checked in with Isaac. He wants you back at the farm.
Let me talk to Isaac.
Talk to him in person. You're going back with the next shipment.
Oh.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
She's been AWOL since yesterday. Give me your hands.
Shit.
Wow.
Hey! Hey! Let me the fuck out!
You're gonna dislocate your shoulder.
Oh, her. Her.
I never thought I'd see you on Isaac's bad side.
Her.
You find no one at the aquarium? I talked to Manny.
I need some medical supplies.
Why? What happened to him?
Compartment syndrome. Bashed forearm.
You're not treating him, are you?
Mel. We don't have a lot of time.
Jesus. Most of these supplies have been packed and shipped already.
What?
We haven't cleared out the lower floors yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably,
But.
it's rough down there.
Oh, it's the lower floors. That's where Nora and Abby face off. That's where Nora and Abby face off.
You get
Not,
caught.
I'm sorry, Nora
I had
and
nothing to do with
and
this.
Ellie face
course.
off.
All right, go.
All right. Again, I just got to say this. I know this game has got a lot of it picks up a lot of heat for many reasons, and I'm sure I'll be able to talk about those reasons, good and bad, when we when we get to the end. But that is clever. That is super clever. Not just bringing back in Nora, right? Not bringing back in Nora right before the big showdown between her and Elle, but the fact that Nora and Elle face off in the lower levels, and you know, it's rough, and now Abby is about to go into the lower levels again, similar to the same way Abby went, similar to the same way that Elle went down there. I mean, just the parallels alone, it's really clever. It's really effing clever.
Compartment syndrome. Fuck.
Yeah.
Boy's lucky he's dating a doctor. Mel doing okay?
Fine.
She was so fucked up after Isaac talked to her.
Isaac talked to her?
After he found out you left base, Isaac interrogated all of us.
Wow.
He was rough on her.
Did anyone talk?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember getting up here.
Nora,
Where are you two going?
you grab Abby. The boat's ready to head out.
Well, I still got boxes on the 3rd floor. Can you two bring them first?
Boat's pretty full.
Come on, I don't want to be here all day.
Fine.
Thanks. They're gone.
Ascension
okay.
amongst the ranks, right?
Always.
Well, Manny's been worried sick about you.
You know I'm here?
I bet he will soon. So what's Owen's plan? Hold up. All clear. So, what's Owen's plan once Mel gets that arm off?
He's been talking about Santa Barbara.
He knows that's all bullshit, right? Oh, I feel so bad for Mel.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. These floors have the ICU, the trauma center, and a few surgical suites.
Sounds perfect.
There's a reason we haven't touched this area yet. It was ground zero for the whole city. Where they brought the first infected before anyone knew better. It's gonna be overgrown to shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, chat.
May your survival be long.
May my death be swift.
See you back at base. Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
So it just feels like now it's getting even more complicated for Abby because obviously Isaac knows that Abby is AWOL. She's gone rogue. It's real hard to figure out what's going on with Owen. And fun, he says, relaxing, he says, I know, right? He says as he starts drinking his high-powered coffee. But again, this is a real, I mean, I every time I don't think this game can surprise me, it does. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this experience. Haven't had my first jump scare yet though. Haven't had my first jump scare yet, so fun, he says, relax. Oh god, the fact that I'm finding materials for, you know, health kits and things. Oh, you know, actually I should do that. I should take a quick inventory. Okay, I've got 4 shells on each. I've got no crossbow bolts. I've got 18 shots. Wrong game. That's Phasmophobia. Yeah, we may be doing a pickup game this we may be doing a pickup game on Saturday for Phasmophobia. I was supposed to play it, so I'm a little low on. You know what? I'm saving the rounds on there, but I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I'm gonna save my rounds on the shotgun. I'm gonna definitely take advantage of this. But yeah, we were supposed to do a game last night, but unfortunately Phil Rossi couldn't join us. And I was like, okay, well I don't want to do this without Phil. And that was...
Okay. Surgery, trauma, ICU. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's go. Something else I also love about this game is that it does the same thing that Phasmophobia does. There are these random little, you know, random sounds you hear. You know, dust settling, things like that. Oh. That. Oh, lovely. No random phone rings. That's very true. No random phone rings. The funny thing is that they don't really make it where you can... they don't really allow you to answer the phone. You know, properly answer the phone where you can, like, listen to it. But I gotta admit, I did love... I really genuinely enjoyed playing that game. That game is a frickin' riot. It is. Hey, easy there. Easy. I don't need that. I don't need that. I appreciate your moxie there, Abby, but we don't need to do that yet. Got the phone ring. That was just crazy pants. God. Ew. But again, I am... Oh. Dying with scissors in your hand. Ooh. All right. What else can? Oh, I can make shivs. I can make shivs. All right. I think we're about to read a dying note. Yep, here we go. Jake, I don't think I'm going to make it home. I'd give anything to be with you and Susie right now. I'm hiding with a few of my colleagues. The door's barricaded and those things are on the other side. Things are way worse than we thought. I'm pretty sure no one is coming for us, at least not in time to save us. I hope one day this note will get to you. I hope you and Susie will remember me. I love you both so much. Scott. So, gay character.
Shit. I had no idea what they were up against.
No, they didn't. I was about to watch an hour play of it on YouTube from the Outer Middle show. Guys, a riot. The thing I've noticed is that Phasmophobia is starting to really take off. Well, not starting to. It has taken off as a game. When I think Glad was playing it at one point, and I was like, okay, this has gotten serious now. This has gotten serious. People are. This game is you know, about to hit a higher level. Are you kidding me? We're actually playing it that. We're actually playing it that we hear a cricket. Great. There's a cricket in here somewhere trying to get some action.
This isn't so bad.
Don't say that, Abby. What are you doing? Glad. Gladd. Glad is one of the Glad is what you would call definitely a power streamer. He's one of those folks that yeah, he's jeez. What the hell is that sound? What the hell is that sound? That boom, boom. What is that? Oh, the guy's name you're talking about is Vlad. Oh, okay, cool. All right. You know what? I think instead I'm going to just change it up a little bit. I'm going to swap the ammo. The biggest ass cowbell you ever did hear. Here we go, chat. Yeah, it's the
Of course it's blocked. Gonna be too easy. Okay, trauma surgery then.
That sound doesn't sound right. It's a booming sound. Well, that basically means that I have to I have to make this jump, don't I? Yep.
ER. Trauma center's gonna be in there.
Yep. It almost sounds like somebody is blowing up this this medical facility, but they wouldn't. I don't think they would do that. Ooh. They turned the chapel into a trauma center. Oh, jeez. Whoop. Hello. Just gonna make sure that's all loaded up. Yeah, you all hear that, right? You hear that low. It's that low thrumming boom kind of thing. Am I gonna be trying Baldur's Gate? I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, so when it comes to games, Jedi, the games that I try, as you know, because you're trying to get me so desperately into Grounded, I have to be very particular and very picky about my games, and I am. I tend to be very picky about my games. I basically I base everything around Destiny. Destiny's my core game, right? And Destiny is one of those games where it's not just you play it, you walk away from it, you're done, that sort of thing. It's an ongoing game similar to, well, I know some people would say World of Warcraft, but let me rephrase that. I would say World of Warcraft, but it's not even close. I mean, World of Warcraft is one of those games where you go in and it's just immersive. Same thing with Witcher. Same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but then there's the main plot line, etc., etc. The way I look at my gaming schedule is if I'm gaming, I'm not writing, and I've got to make sure that my writing is in play. Now, granted, I've cranked out 3 books this year. 2 second editions and a brand new one. I'm actually doing pretty good in the ways of getting books out, at least from what I can tell. But I have another book to write to my wife, and I have a short story I need to finish for someone who contributed a lot to the last charity stream that I did. So I have a lot of stuff on my plate as far as writing goes, which means I have to really ration out what I do as a gamer. Destiny, of course, is my top tier. That's my definite go-to game. Then the other games that I do are games that they either have some special meaning or there's something that I really want to play. As soon as I'm done with The Last of Us, I'm probably going to jump into Ghost of Tsushima because I have watched Pip play Ghost, and I am so freaking jealous because that game looks absolutely fantastic. And even with the death of Nobu, which if you want to relive that, if you want to relive the death of Nobu, you can go on ahead and take a look at the highlight reel from this week. But we're doing that tonight. We are doing Ghost of Tsushima tonight. But when you put together this game and then you put together Monday nights where I do Destiny 1 with my kid, and then we've got Destiny, there's very little room for anything else. And I know a lot of people rave about Baldur's Gate or what have you, and Grounded, and for a while I was doing Predator Hunting Grounds. It's finding that game that resonates with you, and I'm hesitant in getting into games of epic fantasy like Skyrim and all that stuff because they can be so immersive and they take a while to complete. So I have to be. So I'm very picky about what I play as a gamer. Now, there are a lot of games that are on my list. I've heard Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man from last year. The it was last year or 2 years ago. It was the PS4 exclusive. People have raved about that. Another one that I've heard really good things about that I want to. Well, no, I should rephrase that. The game that I watched Pip play that made me go, I need to play this game is God of War. I really have I've never played God of War, and part of the reason why we chose God of War, it was twofold. One, that was the game of choice from Frank Underwood in House of Cards. I don't know if you all remember that, but in the early seasons of House of Cards, before he became vice president, and he was just a senator, he would play God of War. He would come home and he would play God of War, right? And it was really cool because you never saw him play, but you basically you saw the game boot up. And it was just appropriate that Frank Underwood would play God of War. But then when he became vice president, he went to go and play, and the internet was blocked. And he was like, "What's up with that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's not a secure connection, sir. So you're not allowed to do that." And so that was one reason. But the other reason was Pip saw Ilulu play it. And for those of you who have not made her company, actually, wait a minute, I have a command just for her. Hang on a minute. There it is. Yeah, she's awesome. I love Lulu. But yeah, she saw Lulu play it, and she's like, "Oh, I really want to play that." And I said, "Are you sure? Because if you do, here's the deal. We're going to stream it." And she was like, "Okay." And that's what started Flip is Freaky Friday. But so yeah, I have to be picky. I have to be real picky. But God of War is on that list, and I know a new God of War is coming. And I actually have on pre-order. I do have on pre-order Cyberpunk 2077. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see how things unfold. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make sure that I'm also writing. I have to make sure I'm writing. Okay, let's get back to let's read this. Let's read this note. Okay. Are they really going back in there? Every time only half a squad returns, we lost the lab. It's time to call it. Also, sorry for passing notes like we're in high school. I don't trust these soldiers listening in. I have no idea what's going on. Why don't they get us out of here? They keep saying evac is going to happen as soon as they make sure the building can be contained. I mean, they are seeing or hearing what's going down there. We've lost it. I think it's not about containment. I think it's about protecting the data of the research. Our friends might still be alive down there. You've seen what these things can do. No one could survive enough for the song. It sucks, but they're dead.
I'm glad I wasn't around during the outbreak.
Hang on. There's more. Flip. Jeez, there's a lot. They're really talking. What are you suggesting? I see Scott fighting with the soldiers. He's more than fed up. We get him and look for a way out. Let's give it one more day, see what the new soldiers can do. One day, then we act. Thanks. Wow. I mean, as far as I can tell, it wasn't like they... That booming sound... It really does... Oh, yeah, please. That booming sound sounds like... I can't tell if it's the thunder or if it... Because it's not the incoming weather. Or if that's the... Or if that's the current of the water outside. You know what I'm saying? All right, so there's the chapel. Holy Hannah in a handbasket. Yeah, I was gonna chill out, right? Another note. A lot of notes here. I'm the last of my squad. Everyone else that came down here with me is dead. We secured most of the doors, but some are out of reach due to the overwhelming force of the infected patients. We didn't anticipate this kind of resistance. I thought they were sick and weak. I didn't think I'd see them rip my men apart. I have several bites in my arm and leg. I'm going to take a few more of these fuckers out until I get my last few bullets. Then I'll go join my squad. If you find this, know that you will need to send more soldiers to fully secure this area. Although hopefully you blew up this building to Kingdom Come and you weren't dumb enough to try and contain this thing. Good luck, assholes. Jeez.
You fought the good fight.
All right, so I came in here via the chapel. That's barricaded. Yeah, I have Brandon from the podcast. Brandon is actually he's really looking forward to Watch Dogs, and I've got a feeling that's one of the things that you know how we always give Steve heat or give him guff about doing Black Ops missions. I think that's one of the things he's doing. I think he's working on Watch Dogs. I'm going in here. Against my better judgment, I'm going in here. Jeez. I really don't like it when the. I really don't like it when the light flickers like that. Yep. Oh, jeez. That is so. The noises are so unnerving. It really is. It's like Phasmophobia all over again, you know? Oh, man. It's Friday. I should be relaxing. For Pete's sake. By the way, happy Friday, everybody. All right. Okay. Interesting. She does not put on a hazmat suit. Oh, man. Awesome. And remember, chat, what did we discover? We discovered that these puppies can break out of there at any time.
What the fuck?
Hey.
Okay, this is a lot.
You know what I'm going to do? I have a bottle. Let's try it. Okay, fair enough. Still going to go in. Jeez. Just gonna come out and say, chat, this is like this is prime grounds for a jump scare. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Oh Lord. Why do I do this to myself again? Oh, that's right. This is fun. This is fun. This is so much damn fun. I'm having a really good time, chat. This is a delight to do. Every little noise, every little jeez. Okay. Ah, no, don't do that. Please don't do that, lamp. Please don't do that, lamp. Oh, God. That's straight out of Alien right there. That is straight out of Aliens. Oh, great. And we have...
Come on, give me something. Nada. Has to be something around here.
Oh, there's something around here, all right. Whoa. What was that? I gotta... Oh. Yeah, I see that gun. It's real close to that thing. I'm just gonna say a big hard no on that. Sportastic. Nothing. Beginning to think Nora was Nora sent me down here because she just doesn't like me, chat. I'm really beginning to feel that. I don't know if you're feeling it. I'm feeling that. Explosives. Great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm falling back here because yeah. Okay, so when the flamethrower gets maxed out, shit's gonna get real. Just shit's gonna get real. You know that's what's going down, right? As Steve Saylor said, it's stuff like this that gave me trust issues in The Last of Us. All right. You know what? No, it's not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to go and get that extra ammo. I'm fine ammo wise. Those doorways. We're not done searching this area. Whew. Yikes. But no, I've heard a lot of good things about Watch Dogs. I've heard a lot of good things about Watch Dogs. Okay, there's no way that can open. That thing's sealed. That thing's got to be sealed. Oh, Lord. Seriously, Nora, I'm starting to think you're... Starting to think Nora's full of shit, to be honest with you. Yeesh. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff for myself. Still not seeing a lot of stuff for the person that I'm trying to get meds for. But okay. Okay. Alright. And I'm making a lot of noise, I'm noticing. I'm making a lot of noise, chat. Hang on a minute, though. I still... You mean to tell me with all the stuff that I've collected, I still haven't got enough for a, let me just see here. There's prone movement speed. There's health kits. Faster aim movement. Move faster while aiming. And 50% blast radius for pipe bombs. Oh my god, I'm 3 short of that. Oh, you're killing me, game. You're just killing me.
Surgery. Great.
Okay, so that's surgery. Yeah, I'll try it.
The fuck is that?
Needs power.
How do I get in there?
Ah, okay. Jeez. That was ridiculous, chat. That was ridiculous. All right. Let's just make some noise. Because why not? Oh, another note. Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to read this outside. Where I know it's safe-ish. Yeah. I think this also needs power, so... Yeah.
You need power.
Okay.
I guess it's down to the surgical suites.
Patient's note. Here we go. To whom it may concern, you cannot treat us like this. I understand that many people are sick, but getting shoved in here and separated from my wife is unacceptable. I've been sitting here for over 3 hours without an update. The doctor put some ointment on my bite mark and then vanished. This thing hurts and seems to be getting worse. Please deliver this note to your supervisor immediately. Sincerely, Don Carter. Woke up starving, but can't keep anything down. Not even water. My head is fucking pounding. The screaming outside doesn't help. Why did you lock me in here? Someone needs to come. I want to see Sasha. I want to see my wife. Sasha, help. Can't keep my thoughts. Barely write this. Can't sleep. Too hungry. Get me out. Hungry. Eyes hurt. Sasha. It's basically a letter to the man. I want to speak to your supervisor. This is the worst apocalypse ever. This is the worst apocalypse ever. I really want to speak to a supervisor. And I want to speak to a supervisor, and I really feel like I need to you know, file a complaint. All right, spooky music and sound effects are kicking up. So, and it's just 8 o'clock. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to I need to take a quick little tea break. And then when I get back, it's going to be more fun like this. More relaxing fun here. Everybody else feeling relaxed? I'm feeling great. It's fantastic. I don't know why I put myself through this, but there you go. Cheers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have a full flamethrower, for Pete's sake. I have a full flamethrower. This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go on ahead and take care of the quick tea break, and when I get back, more fun in post-apocalyptic Seattle. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. You are gaming with the Tea Monster. It is The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm in subs only because I don't want people spoiling the game. That is the only reason I am in this mode. But if you're enjoying the stream, thank you. If you're having a good time with me this morning, thank you. And later tonight we will be off. We will not be in subs only. It will be Flip Us Freaky Friday, promptly at 7:30. Well, we will be enjoying the Ghost of Tsushima. Right now, just taking a quick tea break. I'll be right back, everybody. And we are back, chat. And good morning to you all. For those of you who are just joining us, you are gaming with the T-Monster this morning. It is, in fact, a morning of chill vibes and absolute tranquility with The Last of Us Part 2. I'm also in subs only, chat, if you're curious, because this isn't a community thing. This isn't me thinking that I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm actually using subs only right now as a security measure. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for The Last of Us, and I've heard that some people, quote unquote, in protest of this game, have gone out of their way to spoil the game. So my thoughts are, if you want to spoil it in chat for me, then it's going to cost you a sub. And hey, Astral Audio. How are you there, Alan Sale? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. You'll probably get a kick out of this, Alan. Last night, me and Steve Saylor set out to raise $500. See how close we could get to $500. Doing a charity stream for Able Gamers. We were doing this as a second anniversary celebration of Blind Leads the Blind. We wound up raising $600, and last night was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. Not this intense, but it was pretty intense. But it's good to see you, Alan. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me this morning. It has been the game has been particularly nerve-wracking this morning because, and I can only imagine. I can't imagine. Oh, yep. I hear you. Yep. Okay, got to bring him out, right? Hey, I had a... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hold up. I had a bottle. There's a bottle around here somewhere with my name on it. It needs power. But I was gonna say, Alan, I cannot imagine playing a game like this, being visually impaired as you are, and all the little sounds, creaks, whines, just all that stuff. It has been driving me bonk. Okay, you know what? F it. I'm gonna take this. I know it's a bad idea. Oh, I'm full anyway. All right, well, there you go. And I mean, we're talking. I'm picking up all these itty bitty little sounds, creaks, groans, etc. That's nerve-wracking to me. And I have sight. I can't imagine someone being visually impaired and playing this game. Because it'd be a mess. I would be a friggin' mess. Alright. Alright, I know what I have to do first. I've got to draw him out. Oh, and of course that lovely soundtrack. How are you today, though, Alan? You good? All right. Okay. This is going to be one of those... This is going to be one of those stealth things. Oh, wait. Oh, these folks are all locked up. Oh, and here's the power. Oh, that's awesome. That is just awesome. Oh! Oh my God, she's encrusted in the wall. Oh man, this game. Oh. Could someone in chat please remind me why I do this to myself? Is it for your entertainment? Is it for your entertainment I'm doing this? Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let's see. See if you might have to edit this, but Let's see. If you ever think, are there perks working from home? The answer. Answer is, oh hell yeah. All right, so let's just let's see. I was gonna recognize it. Let me do that. Just because let's be honest, stuff like that is not gonna happen. Stuff like that is not gonna happen. Ooh. Oh, Lord. So basically, if I want to move forward in the game, ah shit! Can I? Whoa. Shiv. Functional for work, grateful for Friday. Amen. Amen, brother. That was my first jump scare. Oh man. That's just brutal, man. This game, when it wants to go brutal, it goes brutal. Woo! That was the jump scare waiting to happen, everybody. Alright, now, the thing is, there's a lot of power cables here, and I bet there's a generator that's in here, isn't there? I bet there's a generator in here somewhere. Maybe a key to a generator or something. Oh, good! Another note. Oh, give me a second, everybody. Well, I appreciate you being here, though, Alan. Thank you very much for spending your day with me. This morning. Just hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. We all gotta hang in there, right? Okay. Kyla Higashi, MD. Steven, I can't keep doing this. I know I'm just supposed to run the test and log the data, but I can't handle this much pain. I escorted some soldiers to the trauma. I wasn't supposed to go in there. I've seen what the patients turn into. Every single adult and child is brought in here with a bite or a scratch is going to lose their mind, and we keep lying to them. I asked to go home and was told I needed to keep going. Some bullshit about national security. They offered me an office to get some sleep if I want to. Steven, you need to get me out of this. I'm going to have a mental breakdown. Wow. Wow.
Fuck. It sounds like they're still crawling around in there.
Heck, that could have been her. That could have been her. Okay, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Fortune favors the bold.
Could use Levin here. Or Manny. Yeah, Manny. Manny would have been great.
what I need is I need a workbench because I have been collecting spare parts like they're going out of style. Look, man. All right, hang on a minute here. Hang on a minute. How many friggin... Okay, so I can do this. Let's do that. Yeah, we're going to improve pipe bombs for sure. What else? What can I craft? Oh, another silencer? All right, sure. Never hurts. Yeah, look at that. 131 spare parts, chat. I am ready to find a workbench and get some serious upgrade on. At the rate I'm going, I'm probably going to be doing... oh, boy. Oh, ask and you shall receive. Are you kidding me? I got a full canister. So I can do a scope on that? Ooh. You know, I like having the idea of a 4x scope is actually quite nice. Replaces the barrel to fire more power. Oh, jeez. All right, let's go with this one. Because why not? Okay. Jeez. Thing is redonkulous. Okay, that's nasty. All right. And now let's go back here and let's talk about that burst fire, shall we? Let's talk about that burst fire. Modify the trigger for a 3-round burst that can be toggled on and off with a triangle. Send the magazine to hold more rounds. Add weight to the stock to decrease weapon sway. We're doing this. Now granted, that is going to go through more bullets. Just have to remember that. Okay. I'm really going to regret this, but this is what I need to do, right? This is what I need to do.
Here goes.
Yep. Yep. Oh, don't say yes. Don't say yes. We're not out of this yet, honey. Honey Bums, we are not out of this yet. Restoring power to these rooms, I don't think is like a crash hot idea, but you know, that's just me.
should make things easier. Now where the fuck are these medical supplies?
Yeah, no shit. That's what I'm saying. Where are these medical supplies? Because right now I'm not feeling the love. I am not feeling the love in any way, shape, or form. All right. So I came through there. Nothing in here. I'm really thankful this game is... I need to hop on Among Us with some friends. Total The Thing vibes. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, I got 5 rounds now. That's the only downside of the, you know, they know I'm here, so F it. Of course the door closed. Of course the door closed. So, so real quick, Alan, my thoughts on Among Us... I've thought about it. And my problem with the game Among Us is right now everyone is playing it. Ah, shit!
Stop doing that!
Yeah, no shit! Ah! This is why I pause the game before I try to talk with people. The reason I am not playing Among Us is because everyone and their brother is playing Among Us, and it feels it's got that Fortnite vibe about it because everybody's playing it. It's like, okay, so why would people want to tune in to watch me play it? You know. Another reason I'm a little gun shy about Among Us. It feels very much like I have not found any damn supplies. The other reason I haven't been down with playing Among Us has been because that it has a Munchkin kind of vibe about it, and I had a bad experience with well, I've had repeated bad experiences with Munchkin. To give you an idea how bad. Okay, so hang on a minute. So I came in here, I went through that hole, and then I got the door working. Came in here, boom, 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 and this was the first door that I opened. This is the other way around. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. And to kind of put it in perspective, Pip refuses to play. Pip refuses to play Munchkin games, and it's because of that. If you want to stay playing in this game, I'm going to screw you out of certain things. And it has that sort of screwing the other person kind of vibe about it. And I'm not a big fan of those kind of games. So I don't know if Among Us is my speed. So just my 2 cents on it. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, chat. And you know what? Since I'm here, chat, I'm gonna go in it. Since I don't know the game, probably not. Probably not. It's, you know, to me, I don't like games like that. Remind me too much of games like Monopoly. You know, where the job, your job is to oh damn it. Okay, I want to get in there. I really want to get in there. Are you kidding? Oh my god. That's just mean. You know I'm going to reach for that and something's going to come out of there. So hang on. First off, I gotta go find myself a bottle. There's gotta be a, you know, I hate it. One thing I really don't like about this game, you'll go through this game and you will trip over bottles and bricks everywhere. Bottles and bricks everywhere. Then you finally need a bottle or a brick, and you can't find one to save your freaking life. Cannot find one to save your friggin' life. All right, which brings us to the question. Which brings us to the question. Okay, do I want... Is it worth a bullet? The answer is yes. It's worth a bullet. There you go. All right. I don't know if I'd call it winning here, Marv. My heart rate's up. I won't lie. My heart rate is up. This game's a lot of things, but chill it ain't. But I will tell you where I am winning, though, Marv. Last night, remember that goal of 500? We crushed it. $600. We raised $600 for in less than, in just over 9 hours. We raised $600 for Able Gamers. Yes, $600 for Able Gamers is winning. Faster health kits. Move faster while aiming. That's not a bad idea. Improved silencers. Ooh, improved silencers. Or do I save up? Do I save up for faster health kits? I think I'm going to save up for faster health kits. Because it just feels like shit's going to get real. It just feels like it. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my health kits are all full anyway. So you know what? I am not going to go and be tempted by that health kit. I'm going to walk away from that health kit. That health kit is a jump scare ready to happen. Alright. Have I checked everything in here now? I think I have. There's this room. There's the room where I got the power out. There's that room. I've already been. Oh yeah, that's right. Two doors for that one room. So I've been in there. This is where I turned everything on. There's the workbench. Here's the generator. There's the workbench. Okay. All right. How you doing this morning, Marv? How you doing this morning? Okay. I'm really beginning to think that Nora just sent me down here because she's got a grudge. That's all I'm saying, chat. I really think she sent me down here for that. All right, emergency room. Anybody else thinking space jockey? Because that's what it looks like. That right there looks like the space jockey from Alien. Dear God. What is that? The hell is that? This whole thing is going to go pear-shaped, chat. It really is. I know it is. It's the friggin' Last of Us. Of course it's going to go pear-shaped. But again, one of the things that I love about this game. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, ew. Ew. That's just gross. I just want to point this out, though. One of the things I find really fascinating about this game is how they're drawing all the parallels between Elle's journey and Abby's journey, and the fact that the two of them, and now we're interacting with characters that we have killed as Elle, and now we're seeing them not as expendable bad guys. And I get what Naughty Dog is trying to do, or is doing rather. But whew. I feel like I should have the heart monitor on me in this game, because man, there's shevits. Just the devs coming up with the lighting for this game. Utterly ridiculous. And I think I just realized something. So I restored power, right? I restored power. Yeah. So I've already been here. What I noticed is I've restored power, and then that door that was closed is now open, and there's a trail of blood here. Oh, and it went through there. It went through there. That's what the blood is. Okay. I wonder if that's what the gas was all about. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna I need to take a breath, everybody. I'm telling you, I am enjoying this game, but it's kind of like a Phasmophobia sort of way of I'm enjoying this game, you know? I'm enjoying it, but man, is this a nerve-wracking experience. I don't even like horror movies, chat. I don't even like horror movies, but man. But if you were saying, are you enjoying this? Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this game, but I'm trying to tell myself that going through this every Friday, it strengthens my heart because it's getting such a workout. But like, you know, the thing I'm noticing is the inside of my palms are a little sweaty. Oh man. Whew. All right, I think I am gonna take a moment though and get some water. I need to hydrate. Yeah. I'm gonna get some hydration in me. So chat. First off, welcome to the stream. You are gaming with the T-Monster. Doing a subs only, not necessarily as a character building, as a community building or a feeling my own awesome sort of stream. I'm doing subs only as a security measure. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for what's coming in The Last of Us Part 2. It has been an astounding ride, but I won't lie. This morning has been particularly tense. I don't know what it is about this morning, but man, is it tense. And I'm beginning to think Nora's got a grudge. Because I tell you what, we should have found some effing supplies by now. If they haven't cleared out this room by now, come on. We should have found something by now. Anyway, I'm going to take the empty French press and my empty mug here upstairs, and I'm going to swap it out for a water jug, and I'm going to go on ahead and just get some hydration. All right. So give me a second, everybody. I'll be right back. nonstop. I've already run nonstop longer than I've ever run. Because it was shortly after the 11-mile marker 4 years ago that I said I got to walk it, and I walked it for a quarter of a mile. So yeah. So I think I'm on a good pace. I'm on a good pace, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm pretty freaking stoked about that. It's funny, something else I'm noticing too. Something else that I'm noticing. There are some folks who they have a really they have a mastery. I think people have a mastery in this whole in this whole streaming thing. They have a mastery of building an image of like a super tricked out gaming system, right? And then you go to their stream and you suddenly realize, wow, these guys are total beginners. I don't think it's a bad thing. It just kind of caught me off guard. And the best part of all is this one streamer that I'm following, they have 3 times the reactions to their posts that I have on my posts. I went to their stream. I was the only person there. I hope they have the patience to keep going. But they have a lot to learn. They have a lot to learn in that they need to talk to the stream while they're playing. The camera's on them, but they're not saying anything. And I'm like, no, you got to talk. You got to talk. You got to take pauses like what we're doing here, you know? I mean, if you got mad gaming skills, that's awesome. If you got mad gaming skills, that's awesome. But if you don't have the mad gaming skills, you've got to bring something else to the table. You've got to, and it's got to be that personality. But I am learning something about. I should probably take a photograph of this. It's something that I'm learning about streaming on a whole. Statistics aren't everything. It's about the community you're building. And that's coming from the guy who wrote Twitch for Dummies. I'm learning that it's not always about the numbers. It's about the community you build. And I learned that last night when we did our stream. Just something to think about. All right. Back to the fun. Back to the fun. Oh dear God. Yeah. This was the thing where it. Wait a minute. Yeah.
The fuck did this?
Yeah. Okay, I got the do I have the incendiary rounds? No. Now I have the incendiary rounds. Okay. Wow.
Oh, don't panic. Get the shit and get out of here.
Amen, girlfriend. Seeing a lot of hazmat suits, chat. Seeing a lot of hazmat suits. I'm not seeing dick for supplies. Nora, you bitch. Yo, the big winner from last night, Panic. How are you, girlfriend? You good? So what was the boyfriend's reaction when you told him about Quartermain? I hope he's excited as you are. And I saw that you DM'd me with your you DM'd me earlier in Discord, so I can only assume. As soon as what I'm gonna do, that's awesome. Well, here's the thing. By the way, everybody, can I get some love in chat, please, for Panic, because thanks to the generosity of this stream, she got that microphone last night. She got the MXL 990. So here's my plan, just so you know. I'm going to do a quick test recording on that microphone to make sure it works. Once I get it to work, and once I confirm that it works, I'm going to ship it over to you. But Panic, I want you to promise me something, that if for any reason this microphone doesn't work, you let me know, because I will want to make sure that you earned it fair and square, and I want to make sure that it works. All right. Okay. Now I'm going back to the self-torture. That is this game. This friggin' game. All right. All right, great. Okay, this looks like...
Bingo.
Oh, Marv. Hold up, Clyde. Hang on. Shit!
That's good. Family now.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop there. Marv, just so you know, we played that jingle, I want to say like 5 or 6 times last night, and nobody got bored with it. Everybody was digging it. And chat, if you haven't seen it, did you shoot my friend? Here it is. That was a bad choice. That was a bad. These people are shooting at me. I'm going to voice my displeasure. Here. There you go. There you go.
That was very unpleasant.
One day the epic duo fulfilled their destiny, saying we should play together, the rest is history. When T and Steve are on the team, nobody's left behind. With Twitch Dad playing Sherpa, it's the blind leading the blind.
I wouldn't recommend it. They're all shooting at me. They're all aggroing me.
Who loves you? Who loves you, buddy?
All right, never mind.
Who loves you? Who loves you?
Who
loves you? I love you.
My family does.
I love you. I love you too. I love you too.
I mean, I'm certain that Nick probably does. I'm certain that Brandon probably does. You know.
Swear to God, Chad, that does not get old. Thank you again, Panic. Who loves you? Yeah, so needy. Oh, like I haven't done the same thing to you, Big Marvinsky. You sexy man, you. The hell was that? The hell was that, chat?
God damn it.
Oh, come on. The hell, game? All right, come on.
Yes. Thank God. Get ready to celebrate.
The hell? The hell? The hell? The hell, chat? The hell? The hell, chat? The hell, chat? The hell? The hell, chat? Ah, shit! Oh! Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus. You know what? I got the wrong weapon. Because guess what T forgot? T forgot he has a fully loaded flamethrower. Alright, so... Excuse me. Hold on. There we go. About to go alien on this shit.
Wasting my time.
Ah! This is a Leggett section. Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is a Leggett section. Can I take a moment though, chat? Holy Hannah! Woo! Yeah, this is definitely a Leggett section. All right. I'll take a breath in a second here. Nope. Jump. Oh. Oh shit. Ah! What we do now? Leg it. That's something straight out of Red Dwarf for sure. You're probably right. Okay, so I get to the door. Grab that. I try to grab it. They grab me. And I swing like a bitch. 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 I swing. I am swinging. Oh my god. Alright, can I please leg it? I need to leg it. Chat, I need to leg it.
Am I gonna kill you? Come on.
Oh, jeez. Not a good place to be. Whoa. No, it's not. Figure out where the hell am I going? Whoa, shit! Oh, man. Jeez. This is legit terrifying. Okay, no, alright, so hang on. I'm trying to figure out, I'm running around in circles. I'm running around in circles, and man, this is, whoo! Oh, man. Yeah, I know that, and you know what? That's the genius of this game. That is the true genius of this game. Is because the problem is, the thing I'm noticing is if I were to throw one of the because I've got one of the I've got the pipe bombs, but I think if I throw the pipe bomb is it's just gonna go out. I mean, I can try, but holy Hannah. Okay. All right. Oh good. All right. I mean, this thing is straight out of Resident Evil. It's just a... Oh, wait, exit. Exit. Just thought I'd say exit. Nope. Oh, shit! Alright, it says exit. It says exit over there. Let me run this way. Exit. Straight ahead. There is no exit over there. Come on, run. Okay. It says there's an exit over here, but I am not seeing it. Alright, that's out. I'm running by weapons and stuff. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me?
Fuck you! Fuck both of you! Yeah! You like that? I'm not dying here!
Yes!
There's gotta be a way out of here.
Yes! Holy Hannah in a fucking handbasket! That was terrifying! Damn it, Naughty Dog! I need rum in this. That was effing nuts. That was...
Holy shit. Still alive.
That was some straight up Resi Evil... Man. I mean, I honestly could not tell what they wanted me to do there. Alright, so... It says exit, right? Everything's full. It says everything is full. How can everything be full? How could everything be effing full? Oh my god. The hell was that? Love the destructible environments. GG's, Naughty Dog. Only reason chest fighting is there. Okay, so now I can look at chat because you got to admit, Marv, you've got to admit that is a fair enough assessment that that when I'm doing something like this, when I'm doing, oh, you can F right off, Blind Gamer Steve. You can F right off, Steve. You can F right off. Just, man. The Rat King.
Hail to the king, baby.
Man, oh, Shevitz. Oh, my God. That was nuts. That was nuts, Steve. Good gravy. Oh, what a fight. What a fight, man. By the way, Steve, we raised $600 last night. We raised $600 last night, Steve. Oh, God. This game. I swear, I almost, I got something in my eye here, chat. Excuse me a second. I swear, Steve, I almost thought about hooking up my my heart monitor to this.
Great.
I wouldn't make $2 whoring out my I would make $2 whoring my ass out. So GG's. How many times did Rat King kill? I think my record was 6 times. I actually made it. Was it twice, chat, or 3 times? It was either 2 or 3 times. But that thing was just, that thing comes out, and I was like, no. Just, you know. Oh, you know what I should have said? Shit. Hindsight 2020. I should have said, what? Was Steve killing you with Rat King? No, different Rat King. Different Rat King. I should have said, remember in The Thing? That's what that was. That was straight up The Thing. The whole faces coming out and everything like that. That was The Thing, right? Yeah. 17, T. Why you lying? Or Phasmophobia. No, I don't think. I should have said, remember in The Thing where the thing comes, the alien comes out of the chest, right? And then they torch it, but the head comes off. And then the head sprouts legs and it's scuttling away. And the guy, they all lean in and look down the hallway and they see the head scuttling away. And the, one of the guys goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." And then Kurt Russell torches it. Oh man, that was redonkulous. That was redonkulous, chat. Alright, so it went this way. Am I hunting this thing now? Oh, criminy. I mean, that was like the uber nasty. Ah, shit! Ah! God! Ah! You can F right off! Suck it! Ah! 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 Gonna shiv a bitch! Shiv it! Shiv it! Shiv it! Shiv it! Shiv it! Shiv it! Oh! No.
That's that. Oh, fuck this place.
Why am I doing this to myself? And plays with the follow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so that's out. That's out. 7 bullets in a dream, chat. 7 bullets in a dream. I'm gonna remove the silencer from this thing. Whew. He screams, "It makes me scared. I need cuddles." I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Marv. Please don't take it personally. Oh my god. Whew. What can I craft? I can craft incendiary rounds. That is what I'm crafting. That is what I'm crafting. And I'll take those 3 rounds, thank you very much. And I will take these explosives, thank you very much. Ew. And ew. And don't think I don't notice, I am like sploshing around in here making all kinds of noise. All kinds of noise. They have him strapped down, chat. They have that body strapped down. Oh my god, I'm in the morgue. I'm in the morgue, chat. I just realized I'm in the effing morgue. Okay, got some more shells. Okay, hang on. All 3.
Gotta be an exit somewhere.
Just, can I have a moment, please, to just sort of collect my thoughts? Just holy Hannah. Holy friggin' Hannah. Alright, so first, let's load this weapon. And then, let's again do what I got here. And I'm gonna swap ammo. Whoop, no. Oh, okay. Hang on. Alright, screw it. Okay. And, hang on.
No one is ever gonna believe that shit.
Another body bag. It's awesome. You know, something I realized just now. I think I'm watching too much of Bear Grylls and the World's Toughest Race. She had better watch her feet, because man, she is sloshing around in that muck. And I watched these like top tier athletes struggle. And the team from Japan, man, they got like. I can't remember the thing that happens to your feet, but it wasn't gangrene, but it was the thing that happens to your feet when they can't get dry, and you're overexerting yourself, and suddenly the feet get all kind of gushy. You know. Trench foot. Thank you.
PR is doing okay.
Yep, it's trench foot. That's what it was. It was Trenchfoot. Okay, so now I just realized something. Basically, she's got to get out without being seen. Because now, everybody wants a piece of her. Oh, shit! God damn it, Lev. Ooh. Good on you.
They're all looking for you.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing. I told you to stay put.
I couldn't. Your friends are all over the place. Did you get the stuff?
Yeah. Now we just need to get the hell out of here. Hey. Follow me.
I take it. Okay, good. The game gives you a little bit of a break. Because let's be honest, after that John Carpenter's The Thing moment, you need a break. The game just needs to cut you a wee bit of slack. Because man, oh shit, that was again to quote Marv. That was legit terrifying. That was legit terrifying, man. Alright, so they're back at the, so they made it back okay. Good.
Hey, Alice. You want a pet her? It's okay. Yeah, see?
See, doggos can be great. It's all in how they're trained. It's like cats. It's like cats, you know?
Well done. You can go see her now if you want.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, actually.
I'm not a doggo guy, but I respect doggos. I respect doggos.
They're just kids.
I know.
What happened to us?
Jeez.
Maybe we stopped looking for the light.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know, Marv. But that's because the doggo. See, and that I think is part of the brilliance of this game. Hang on a minute. I want to get through this. I want to get through this scene first, and then I'm gonna. I love the soundtrack to this. I absolutely love the soundtrack to it. So just a bit of real talk here. The thing about, see, I tried having a dog once, and it was a disaster. And I think it was because I think dogs may be a little too high maintenance for me. Just to let you know, you saw this operating table as Ellie when you got to the aquarium the first time. You're right. You're right. I forgot about that. And that's the thing, is that, but going back to, you know, to me, you know, like Marv was like, Ellie, F your doggo, though. And he's right. Because that's how the dog is trained. I mean, I hate killing dogs in this. Pip does not like killing dogs in Ghost of Tsushima. But dogs are simple. It's the same with cats. If you abuse a cat, cat's gonna be cranky, and the cat's gonna f you up. Cat's not gonna associate with you. Cat's just gonna be the cat's gonna be in survival mode all the time. I mean, I look at Benedict. I look at how far he's come, and it's about the environment that you raise these cats in, and dogs are the same way. You know, he's starting to stream again, but I want to throw a shout out to him. Aura, he's a huge advocate for pit bulls. He's got a beautiful pit bull named Layla, and Aura is just a good guy all around. He's a super good guy, and he has said, you know, when people talk about the abuse or the dangers of pit bulls, he goes, it is how they are raised, and that's what I think is the brilliance of this game. We see those dogs and we're like, oh man, these dogs are going to be nasty, and they were nasty to us when we were L. But then when they flip the script and now you're playing as Abby, suddenly they're all like, oh, let's play fetch with the ball and all this stuff, and I love that. But at the same time, I'm also I would appreciate if games didn't do that. I understand it's a survival thing. It's survival, and you know that's what would happen if society were to collapse on itself. People would take dogs like this and they would train them to be attack dogs. And I have a friend who actually two friends. One of them is Stacia, Brandon's mom. They did a lot of Stacia and another friend of mine, Piper, both writers. They both were doing a lot of research in dogs and how certain dogs who are trained as military dogs or attack dogs are rehabilitated, and they have to go through rehabilitation. You know, I mean, and yeah, I mean, if I were to ever have a doggo, I would probably get a golden retriever, because I just think they're beautiful animals. They're beautiful animals, and they got great dispositions. My late wife and I tried to adopt a dog, and it was a rescue dog, and it was a husky, and it was a disaster. It was an utter disaster, and I learned very quickly I'm a cat guy. But I do think that watching this duality of the game is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, and I'm digging it. So I'm at a checkpoint right now. I'm gonna use the facilities, and then figure out where I'm gonna go from here. Kind of need to take a breath after that last bit. Let me take a quick tea break, and then I'll be right back. Okay, chat. Hang tight, everybody. And by the way, if you haven't, do me a favor. Give these two knuckleheads a follow. Give them a sub. They're not only good people, they're some of the best. Be right back, everybody. Maybe he doesn't want to sub, but you know, he is fun to cuddle. I'll be the first one to say that about the big Marvinsky. He is fun to cuddle. That was pretty rocking. That was pretty rocking, everybody. Still trying to catch my breath. Straight out of the thing, I'm telling you what. So basically, that's what was left behind after the first wave of the outbreak, was that monstrosity thing. Whew. Yeah. Well, hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. You're gaming with the T-Monster. If you're curious about what I'm doing with the subs only thing, it is strictly a security measure. I'm trying to stay spoiler free, which is good because if I'm spoiler free, then you see my reaction to things in this game. We are currently playing The Last of Us Part 2. And it has been both an emotional, a physical, and a mental ride. I think I'm actually considering changing the motto of this stream to go on and watch. Tease a scream. Because, you know, I've been between this and Phasmophobia, I have been screaming blue bloody murder on this channel. But I do love this game. Am I allowed to fake a spoiler? Like, did you get the vampire part with zombie Edward Cullen? One of my favorite T-shirts is this T-shirt, and Buffy stabbed Edward. The end. I will say this though, you know, kudos to Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, he has been trying to put a lot of distance between himself. I'm sure basically what happened was, I'm sure an agent came to him and said, "Look, you can't say no to the people at Twilight. This is big bucks. This is big money." And regardless of how you feel about the Twilight saga, regardless of how you feel about the movies themselves, I mean, you know, Patterson basically was like, okay, I'm going to do this. One for dough, one for show, as Sir Peter O'Toole once said. But the problem is that he had to put some distance between himself and there, and I kind of wonder what's up with Kristen Stewart. Oh yeah, Marv, yeah. 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fanfic, and then E.L. James. And I tell you something, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, Marv, the animosity between E.L. James and Stephanie Meyer is legendary. Give you an example. This is why you got writer friends, Marv. We can dish you all the good dirt. And this is truth. This is the true story. So Stephanie Meyer is working on a book, but she's real hush hush, about it, right? And she's working on it. She's not telling anybody what it is, but she does say that it is. No, she doesn't say anything about the book. She has kept it totally silent. But then she decides she wants to share parts of the book with peer readers, just to get their reaction to it, just to get their thoughts on it. And this is where my feelings as an author, as a professional author, I would say this: if you've got peer readers, make sure they're people you know and that you're friends with. And what I'm defining as friends is not internet friends. I'm talking about people that you have broken bread with, that you have swapped addresses with, that you intimately trust, that they're in that inner circle. Because one of Stephanie Meyer's peer readers took I think it was the first chapter, the first 2 chapters, and she posted it online and bragged on one of her writer groups, "Hey, I'm a peer reader, and look at what I'm working on. I'm currently working on Stephenie Meyer's new book. It's going to be Twilight from Edward's perspective. The day that this person did that, E.L. James comes out and does a public announcement, sends out a press release and everything. Her newest book is going to be called Grey, and it's 50 Shades of Grey from Christian's point of view. In the words of Stephenie Meyer, she said, this is what you would call a table flip moment. She was so pissed. Not just at E.L. I don't have any good ideas of my own, James, but on top of that, the fact that one of her peer readers did that, it's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, I have I don't have a lot of respect for E.L. James. Not because she had a runaway hit. But because of some of her ethics. I have read some articles and I've seen some stuff that she has done that makes me just go, that's no bueno. That is not cool. Now, on the flip side of that coin, I have seen authors, I've read instances where authors have on a panel full of people will just trash 50 Shades of Grey, and E.L. James is in the audience. I have rules about that too. I'll come on my stream and I'll dish and I'll share a few opinions if they come up in conversation. If I'm at a writers' conference, it's a different thing. It's an entirely different thing. This right here, this is casualty. This is tea off the clock. This is tea having beers, but instead it's water. Yeah, you would think that. But here's the truth. Here's the truth, Marv. That's not the way how she operates. And people can get real pissy about that sort of thing. Cassandra Clare is another one. Cassandra Clare, it has been suggested that Cassandra Clare's I can't remember the name of the series, but there's a series that Cassandra Clare wrote, and it actually started as Harry Potter fanfic, and she tweaked it. The official term is you file the serial numbers off, and then you submit it, and it became a runaway smash for her. Now, it didn't do very well at the box office when they turned it into a movie, but then they turned it into a TV show, and apparently it did really well. Anytime you're dealing with fiction that is inspired from someone else's fiction, you're walking a real tightrope. I can speak from personal experience, because right now one of the things that I'm casually working on in the background, I mean, I'm doing steampunk with my wife. I've got a few other ideas that are percolating. I've got some ideas that have even started. But one of the things that I'm working on right now is I'm actually writing I'm writing a novel that is inspired by Destiny. That is a fantastic idea. But yeah, I'm writing this story based on Destiny. I mean, and I'm using the terminology. I'm using the term ghost, guardian, sentinel, all these things. And that's the name of it. The working title of it is The First Sentinel. And my plan is that I'm going to go on ahead and write this book. I'm just going to write it. Just get it out of my system, write it. And then I'm going to see, and there's nothing wrong with fanfic. It's only when you it's when you want to get it published. And that's where it gets tricky. I've said it before on this stream. My dream job is to write a novel for Destiny. I would love to write a tie-in novel for Destiny. I don't know if Bungie's interested in that. I don't know if Bungie wants to even go down that route with tie-in novels. if they did, I'll have one ready to go. But people are from the few people that I've shared like chapters from, they have enjoyed it so much that they're like, if they say no, file the serial numbers off, change this, change that, and you can do your own thing. And that's a possibility because space opera is space opera is space opera. But where I get uptight with people like E.L. James is when they troll, when they troll their original inspiration. I mean, when she did that, I was just like, that's kind of tacky. And she cranked it out. Oh, she cranked out Grey, and apparently it's about as well written as the 50 Shades stuff. And I've read some of the selections of 50 Shades, and I'm like, even out of context, that is like, it's ridiculous. I admire her success. I admire what she did. It's the ethics part of it that I have problems with. And I don't have a problem with fanfic. I have a problem with the way she trolls Stephenie Meyer. And and the other thing too is that the thing that I find really rough is that James Doran, I think his name is James Doran, the guy who played hang on a minute, I gotta look it up now, because I don't think it's James Doran. Cast of 50 Shades. Yeah. Jamie Dornan. Jamie Dornan. That was the name I was looking for. Jamie Dornan. The thing about Jamie Dornan, is that I think he's a lot like, he reminds me a lot of Robert Pattinson in that he was trying to put some space between himself and the 50 Shades trilogy. He did it. He's done. He got his paycheck. He's out. And it's a fat paycheck. Don't get me wrong. It's a fat paycheck for doing the screen adaptation of 50 Shades of Grey. But here's the danger that he strayed into, is that now people associate him with that trilogy. And the sad thing is that I've seen Jamie Dornan in other stuff, and he is an incredible actor. There's a series he did in the UK. I don't know if you saw it or not, Marv. I don't know if watching any of the crime. I've determined that when it comes to crime drama, the UK, BBC, ITC, that it's just a slam dunk. It's a slam friggin' dunk, because you got to try really hard to screw up crime drama in the UK. Because, I mean, you just rattle it off. You've got Endeavour, you've got Inspector Morse, you've got Prime Suspect, you've got Luther, friggin' Luther with Idris Elba, Prime Suspect, Helen Mirren, so much good stuff coming out of the UK. And there was a show that he was in called The Fall. Jamie Dornan did this thing called The Fall with Gillian Anderson. And Gillian Anderson was a profiler chasing down Jamie Dornan, and Jamie Dornan was the serial killer. And it is effing brilliant, and he is awesome in it. And it's the same thing with Robert Pattinson. I mean, Robert Pattinson, you look, what was the first thing he did after he did Twilight? He turns around and he does a David Cronenberg film. You cannot get any further from Twilight than David frickin' Cronenberg. And then he did The Lighthouse, and I understand what I've heard about The Lighthouse is that he's amazing in The Lighthouse. And that's the movie he did. It's just him and Willem Dafoe. I wouldn't mind seeing it because it looks really good. But it's one of those things where you basically strap yourself in and you're like, okay, this is going to be a bumpy ride. But then it's just, he's appearing in everything right now. He's going to be the new Batman. He was in Tenet. There was another film that he popped in too. But yeah, Marv, if you dig crime drama, watch The Fall. It's really good. And Jamie Dornan is just, he just kills it. Pardon the pun. He kills it. But yeah, actors do what they need to do to get their name out there. I totally get that. Is she having another dream? Because she's okay. She's in the, okay, so she's in here. Wait, I think she is having another dream because this is, yeah, she's having another dream, I think, because this is the hospital. She's having another dream in the hospital. All right. There you go. Oh, sorry.
Camp for noobs.
Sorry about that. Embody, hey, how are you? So what you just missed, chat? I got wrapped up in the chatter. What you just missed, chat, was she was having a dream and she was back in the hospital. She walked and she saw her dad, and her dad looked at her and smiled. Man, Abby's in great shape. She's in great shape. Just saying. She still killed Joel, but she's in great shape. Thanks for joining us this morning, Embody. How are you?
She's not going to come with you. Convince her. We broke the rules. That's all you care about.
Owen? Just me. What are you still doing up? I was changing Yara's bandages. Can't believe she's on her feet already. Yeah, well, scars are tough. What are they fighting about?
Fuck you, Yara.
Whoa.
I wouldn't leave you behind.
Lev doesn't want to leave Seattle. Owen invited them to come to Santa Barbara.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That is very Owen.
Okay.
I figured you'd have talked him out of going by now. Actually, I'm going with them. But not if you come.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
He may fall for your little act with these kids, but I don't. There's nothing to fall for.
Isaac's top scar killer suddenly had a change of heart? Nothing to do with Owen, right?
I haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You always have been.
Whoa. Yikes.
I'm done with you. You want to do right by these kids? Get out of their lives before you screw them over too.
I think she figured out that the two of them knocked boots. I think she figured that out. I think she figured that out, Chad.
Abby?
Yeah.
Nice shirt. You okay? How's your arm? It's better than it was this morning. Lev coming around?
You will. Do you mind helping me look for him? He's pretty worked up.
Sure.
He ran off this way.
I realize I just did a whole lot of talking. And, but you know what? I think, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next checkpoint. This is what I enjoy really a lot about this game. I just really enjoy the character development that they do. Ooh, don't do that. That's creepy.
Lev, come back here, please.
Why doesn't Lev want to go to Santa Barbara?
He's worried about our mom. About what'll happen to her because of us.
Should he be worried?
He needs to focus on his own safety right now.
What could happen to her?
Sometimes parents are held responsible for their children's sins. But our mom is so proud. She'll probably be fine.
Are there options for helping her?
We can't convince her to leave. No one could. I'm more worried of what she'd do to him.
Wow.
Lev. Lev, I'm sorry.
Lev, come on out! Lev!
Lev.
It's a great
Lev,
map.
Please come here.
It's a great map, isn't it, chat? I love this. Is that open? Nope, doesn't open. Still pretty cool. Shipwreck Cove. I love it. I love it, chat. Yes, it is.
Lev. Lev.
Lev!
You know, I wonder if he saw this. He loves sharks.
Loves sharks but hates the ocean, huh?
He really opened up to you.
We bonded over our shared fear of dying.
He said you were brave.
He's a liar.
I don't know how to thank you.
You don't need to. I did it for me.
I mean, that's the real thing about the Last of Us is that, yeah, she's, I mean, Abby has been something of a machine, and now she's starting to find a human aspect about these about the Seraphites, you know.
You hear that?
Lev.
Are you in here?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. She just wants to play. Hey, girl. What you got there? She won't hurt you. Okay, watch.
Yeah. You gonna throw it? Go get it.
Go get it, girl.
She's got a squeaky toy.
I think she wants you to throw it again.
Okay, one more time.
I mean, that is one thing that is kind of cool about doggos versus cats. The you know, doggos when doggos play, it's for fun. It's for funsies.
You want to try?
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Oh. Again, it's all about how they're trained.
She's not going to bite, right?
Nope. I promise.
I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo.
Can I do it again?
I think she would love that.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that. Because I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. Good doggo. I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. See? I'm a good doggo. I'm a good doggo. And I think we do kill this dog later as Elle. Which sucks. Which sucks. Alright, one more time. Aww. And you know what? I guarantee you that might actually have something to do.
We should keep looking for him.
That might have something to do with why some people really took negatively towards this game, because now suddenly you get to know the targets. You know what I'm saying? It's a dramatic. This is a dramatic departure when you think about it. You know, for a game like this.
How is he doing this?
Hey, do you think maybe he could convince your mom?
If she saw him like this, she'd strangle him with her bare hands.
Wow.
How much did he tell you?
Not much. I heard some of your people calling him Lily.
For a long time, I didn't understand why he was questioning the laws, the traditions. When he explained to me
Oh, wow.
how he felt inside,
Oh, wow.
I told him he had to keep it to himself. I was hoping he'd snap out of it. He seemed fine for a while,
Interesting.
but then he shaved his head. Like one of the men. It was suicide.
I mean, look at these performances, chat.
when you ran?
Look at these performances.
First, I screamed at him.
This is
I hit him.
incredible.
So stupid.
All right, so this is one of the big reveals, obviously.
Yeah, I have an idea. Why don't we find something to cheer him up? Come on.
So Lev is Lily.
Well, why do you think he
Or
did it now?
used to be Lily.
Shaved his head, I mean.
Last week, he got assigned his role in the community. He wanted to be a soldier like me, but they decided he was to be a wife to one of the elders.
Yeah.
It's tradition.
I'm kind of impressed that Abby is actually still calling Lev he. That's pretty impressive, Abby. Abby seems to be very sensitive on that sort of thing. So, good on her. Good on her. Good on her.
Where is Santa Barbara?
It's in California.
Where's California?
Okay, so look, this is Seattle, and this is Santa Barbara.
Yeah, that's a long haul.
And our island?
It's a long haul.
It's too small to see, but it would be up here.
So far.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, buddy. Well, the real star of this stream has finally arrived, everybody. The real star of the stream has finally arrived. You wanna have a seat? Huh? You wanna have a seat? Here you go. Here you go. That's a good Benedict. Yeah. Now's a good time to give some love in chat for the gamer cat. Here, I'm going ahead and I'll give him a little screen time. He hasn't been around all day. He's a lot more interesting to watch than me. No, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. Why are you all of a sudden camera shy? Come on, buddy. There's something, cat. Okay, let's see. Can't go down that way. All right, you. Embody, you having a good Friday, I hope. Hope you're having a good Friday. The fact that we've made it to Friday, I think, is always an accomplishment. It's always an accomplishment. I'm gonna jump down here.
There's There's gotta be something left around here.
Hopefully not. Yeah. Yeah, you want to avoid the gifts with the moss stains. Just saying.
We can do better than these shirts.
Shopping in the post-apocalypse. We can do something better than the dresses too. So that was the. Well, I mean, it's an interesting. Well, I mean, it's an interesting spin on it. You know, if you must know, it is an interesting spin on it. Because, you know, what happens when you start having those feelings, and you're in a, for the lack of a better word, you're in a cult. You know what I'm saying? Oh, about that.
This is cute.
Get out of here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well done, Naughty Dog. I love that. I love that.
See anything worthwhile?
No.
Keep looking.
I just got to say, chat, right now my cat is staring into the he's staring into the ring light that I've got up here. He's just staring into it. I think he knows that he's got really good lighting with it. Oh, wait. These are pretty decent shirts, to be fair. I mean, he groks the sharks. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of sharks. That's not too shabby.
What about this?
It's perfect. Mel's wrong, you know. You're a good person.
You don't know me.
I know enough.
Abby, will you stop stealing my stuff, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you owned everything in the aquarium.
Yeah, well, my aquarium, my stuff. I'm just kidding. Take whatever you want.
Owen's still an asshole.
Have you seen Lev?
Yeah. He was down that hallway. Can I talk to you?
I'll catch up.
I still think Owen's an asshole. I do. I still think Owen's an asshole.
You couldn't tell I was joking. I suck with kids.
Yeah.
They really like you, though. So, coming to Santa Barbara, right?
Not quite.
I can't.
Why?
You know why.
We can figure this out.
No, you can't, bro. No, you can't, bro.
It's too late.
No, it isn't. I know. I know it's a fucking mess. I know. But we can choose to be happy.
What?
We're allowed to be happy.
You hear that?
Lev! Get back
Oh
here!
no.
Lev!
Oh no,
What's he doing?
Lev.
He's going after her.
After who?
His mom.
She's gonna kill him, Abby.
Is the boat ready?
Not yet.
How much time do you need?
A few hours.
We'll head him off. We'll grab a boat from the marina.
Hey, she just had surgery. I'm fine.
How else am I gonna find him?
I'll go with you.
Owen?
They're heading to the fucking island.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna let her go by herself.
Actually, you are.
I can help.
Yeah, by staying here and fixing the fucking sailboat. Get your priorities straight. Yara, let's go.
Okay, that's a pretty solid place to stop. As soon as the cinematics stop.
There's the marina.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm good. Okay.
And we segue to this point.
Do wolves use this place?
We dock some of our boats there.
Okay.
Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about, chat. This is what I'm talking about. Benedict just did. He just pushed his nose. He literally just pushed his nose against this mouse, and he managed to do a select all of everything on the in chat. All right, that is a phenomenal place to stop. I mean, and you know, I appreciate. I do want to say I do appreciate Naughty Dog. I appreciate them for this game. This game is absolutely nuts. To go through everything we went through in those lower halls, and then do this. And you know, here's the thing. I really believe this is a good example of prequels done right. Because when you think about it, what we're doing right now is more or less a prequel. You know, we know Elle is coming. We know Elle is coming. We know those two don't make it. And more or less, I think what sets Abby off is what really sets Abby off is she's eventually gonna. I'm assuming she's eventually gonna come across all these dead bodies. She's gonna come across the dead body of Mel, the dead body of Owen, and it's just. I mean, it's basically culminating. And this is what they mean by the old adage, you know. I mean, and maybe that, you know, for all I mean, I'm guessing, I'm speculating here. But I think part of the pushback of this game is that you're seeing the other side of the argument, and there are people that do not want to know. They don't want to sympathize with the devil. They don't want to know what the other side is thinking. They just want to be able to do what they do in the game and then move forward. This is a much deeper. This is a deeper experience. This is an experience where you're starting to empathize. You're starting to see that Owen and even Abby to some extent, they're starting to have a change of heart after doing horrible things. Suddenly, their humanity kicks in, which is again goes back to the title of the game, The Last of Us. You know, it's a play on the words like The Walking Dead. It's The Last of Us. It is the last of us as individuals, as human beings. And even Owen says it. Maybe we lost our light somewhere. And it's a very profound thing for him to say. I mean, when you think about how dark this game started with the death of Joel, and now we're doing this, and it's, you know, this is pretty heavy duty. This is really heavy. And then you suddenly realize, that this character is a trans character. You're a transgender individual in a religious cult. I mean, that's, you know. Hold on a second. I think I'm having a Mexican standoff in my office. Is everything okay? Is everything okay, Benedict? Hang on a minute, chat. I need to check and see if he's fine. He's having a snack. Speaking of which, we need to get you topped off with fluids and things like that. We do. But going to what I was saying earlier, I do think that this game, I mean, when you think about the lack of representation for characters like this in this game, rather in games other than Last of Us. I think what Naughty Dog is doing is bold. It is innovative. It is it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things on the plate here, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm still enjoying this experience. Let's see who's on. Oh wow, Ebontis has got Paul Tassi on his podcast. Good for him. Well, you know what? ZG's on, so let's go on ahead and let's raid ZG. First off, let's get that message going there, right? And chat, thank you all very much. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here this morning. A few jump scares, some good times though. A few jump scares, but good times nonetheless. Really good times. I appreciate it. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. So, whoops, give me a second here. Just getting everything set up and then proper goodbyes. But unlike it was an insane morning, wasn't it? It was an insane morning. And real quick, everybody, I just want to say thank you all for the support again you showed yesterday on the stream with the charity stream. I really do appreciate it. Thank you everybody today for the tips and the bits and the subs and the hosts and the auto hosts for hanging out with me this morning as I screamed my fool head off. And thank you all for the unending support you showed this channel. And you saw the charities that I support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go send the love to ZG Photo, and we can talk more next week about how really deep and how really intelligent the writing is in this game. We'll be back tonight with the wife. It's Philippa's Freaky Friday tonight at 7:30 with Ghost of Tsushima, and then we're going to turn around and Saturday, starting at 2, a No Kid Hungry charity stream celebrating 1 year of getting kicked by Markiplier's Kid Club. Until then, you all have a great Friday. Thanks for waking up with me. Take care. Peace.